Neale, how disappointing was that?
Yeah, very disappointing. The biggest disappointment was that we conceded so early. We spoke about the importance all week, all during the lockdown really, of needing to get a good start. In this league, if you get a good start, if you're still in the game with half an hour to go, then anything can happen. But when you concede a goal so early, it's such a poor goal to concede. It changes the complexion of the game. It gives them confidence. They can push forward a little bit more with more confidence. We get a little bit edgy, not wanting to concede 2 goals, and I felt for a good part of the game we were edgy and not good enough in possession. Made a few changes after about 20 minutes ago and looked a lot better and looked to me like the team most likely to score at the end. Probably too little too late though.
Never tested the keeper though, really, did you? No,
not really. We were poor in the middle part of the game, I thought, from just after half time. But we looked tired. I think that Bows have had obviously they're back training longer. I didn't think it'd be make a difference, but they played with higher intensity than us during that period. We looked tired, but again, if you're winning 1-0 and you've got the confidence and the tail between your legs, it's easier to do that than if you're losing 1-0. So we went for it a little bit at the end, put on a couple of attackers, and I felt we looked better. In
a relegation battle now, do you think?
Well, the table would say that. But I mean, if you look at the points we've got in the games we've won and lost, then it would tell you that we're in for a battle. But we think we've got the quality here to get out of it. And like I say, a couple of wins takes you up the table.
What needs to change now for Waterford on Saturday?
I think that it's a different animal. Waterford. I know that Bows, are they on the same points as Waterford? Bows have got more points than Waterford. Bows are one of the top teams in the division, and Waterford have had a good result. So we need to make sure that we work hard. We avoid conceding a goal after 3 minutes, and you never know what can happen.
I suppose it wasn't ideal, Neale, other results the way they went this weekend with Sligo winning and Waterford winning, and it makes things more difficult, as in you're now bottom of the table where Sligo were before the weekend.
Yeah, we can't worry about other teams. We can't worry about other teams winning and losing. That's going to happen all season. If you pulled your hair out every time another team got a positive result and you didn't, you wouldn't. I'd have less hair than what I've got now. So I think that we just have to worry about ourselves, concentrate on ourselves. For parts of the game today, we weren't good enough, but other parts we were good enough, and we saw enough to be confident going into next week.
There are opportunities over the coming weeks to make changes. Gareth Morrissey hopefully coming back from injury, and your 2 new signings up front. Hopefully we'll get some goals, because it's 1 goal from 6 games.
Yeah, it's not good enough, and I felt that we should have scored today. Deshaun should have got a better connection on that one and would have scored. And we need more from our players in wide areas. We've told them about that. I thought Cian Murphy was excellent today up front. He worked hard, but wasn't really a goal threat for us. But he needs service. He needs crosses into the box and deliveries into the box, and he's just not getting it.
Will Garrod and Graham be fit for Saturday? Or?
I hope so. It's a good question. I hope so. They haven't been available to us for the past week or so days. So we're hoping so, but I wouldn't like to bet on it.
What are the injuries they have?
Garrod had a bit of a freak injury on his Achilles/ankle. I wouldn't know the medical term for it, but it's that area. And Graham's just pulled a couple of got a bit of tightness in muscles because he's been back training. He hasn't done that kind of training in a while. It was a little bit too early for him.
Neale, you went for Mark over Liam and goal. Was that kind of down to Liam coming back late due to the quarantining, or?
Yeah, obviously Liam, he had a couple of little niggles and a little bit of tightness in his muscles. So that's why he hasn't played in any pre-season games. So he needs to train and be sharp before he can come back into the team.
Would you expect him to be involved on Tuesday night?
Yeah, we would look at involving him on Tuesday night, I think.
And will it be a totally changed team against Rockmount, or do you think it's almost the case that you need to get the first choice players playing together more and just kind of building confidence with a win?
No, it'll be a totally changed team. We need to rest the bodies up now. They worked hard today. They'll have a day off or a warm down, a recovery session tomorrow, and then there'll be a totally different team playing on Tuesday, and we'll go from there.
Strange situation, Neale, tonight with no crowd, obviously behind closed doors. Do you think that would have affected the players either way?
I'm not so sure. I think that obviously, towards the end we were pushing on, and you can imagine if the shed were there and recognising that, then they would have been getting behind us. But it is an eerie situation. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel right without a crowd here. And I don't know. I hope that they're back soon for our sake.